whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. 2-1 loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Pretty quiet. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check, watch this. Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, get set.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Elway to throw on 2nd. He's got his man Sharp complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Elway to throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. This one taken in by Hester. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hatchet. Topper! And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check right. Chest. Big grip.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd and 1, it's Elway. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Mike 50, huh? Don't let him breathe. Hey, foxtrot. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 1st and 10, Elway. And that's complete to Sanders. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Orbit, go. Ready?
3rd and 2. Now Elway. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Check. Deuce.
They'll run with Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5. Sets up the screen to Forte. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Peyton, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Check 4, check 4. General West. Yeah, get it.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 16.
Now.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Check 3, check 3. Roll out.
Now Elway on third and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On the return, Hester. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
53 is the mark.
On first down, this is Forte. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
66. Bullet high.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Forte. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. There he goes left side, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta, look at me, zipper. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, rock it. Go. Watch that. Check.
Throwing again. Elway. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's checking. Greystone travel.
On 3rd and 2, Elway. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Hester. Oh, what a move. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Davis, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 13. Check 13. X3. 218. Chopper. Leo. Check 25. Say go.
They go again with Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
50, plant, buzz. Come get some. Come get some. He don't want it. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Hey, seam 6. 51. Shoot.
On second down, Elway. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mike 58 right there. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. He's got Smith here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
We go set. 60 outlaw. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. Yeah, let's get it.
On second down, Elway. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yep.
51's the mic. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
Hard, hard.
Check, 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 check.
Bang, bang. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Elway. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The Bears take over first and
All
10.
day, baby. Let's
At
go.
their own 20-yard
Let's
line.
go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Elway. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Mike 7. Go.
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's coming this way. Coming this way.
Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw again. Elway. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Elway. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Squeeze.
On fourth down, Elway. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Elway will throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Give me some.
Elway to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect it. Field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, Peyton. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't got nothing. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
18 Gator. Hey, Haywood. There. 5.
From the shotgun, Elway. The Sanders has got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Smooth.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Stay with your man.
Big Ed.
22 jet bomber. Go. Get it.
From the gun, Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. That's Marshall. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch your square. Watch your square. Set height. 56 to mark, boy. 56. Check. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the whip. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run, this time Forte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. 6 orange. Check. Lucky. General. Smash.
Forte. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Bravo! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Talk